Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope that you all are fine. My name is Virda Nadrali from Saraswati Group of Education. And today in this session, that is session number 2 of our chapter number 1 decimals, we are going to see that what are like and unlike fractions. Okay, like or unlike fractions means what? Right? And apart from that, we will also revise the things and we will solve the exercise. Okay, so these are the things which we are going to do in today's session. So let's have a recap first. How will you going to denote a decimal? अब decimal को कैसे denote करोगे? By a point. By making a point, you will denote a decimal, right? Then afterwards we have seen in our previous session to write in expanded form and to write in standard form. How to write that part, right? Now, the another thing which we are going to see over here, that is like and unlike fractions. Like and unlike fractions. So, like and unlike fractions. So what do you mean by like and unlike fractions? What is the difference between this? How will you identify that which is the like fraction and which is unlike fraction? So there is nothing hard in that. Decimals having the same number of digits after the decimal point are called like decimals. Means, for example, 7.4, 8.5, 0.6 means over here you can see that after the decimal point I have written only one digit, right? Now, for example, I am writing so over here you can see after decimal point I have written two digits. So after decimal point, if you have equal number of digits, कि decimal के बाद आपके digits equal number में हो 2, 2, 2, then such kind of a decimal is known as like decimal. Such kind of decimal, sorry I have written fraction over here, it will be a decimal, right? Then after point, if you have equal number of digits, then it is known as like decimals. And for example, if I am writing, these are the like decimals, right? And if I am writing over here 8.6, 7.29, 3.006, so over here you can see we don't have equal number of digits after decimal. यानी कि डेसिमल पॉइंट के बाद यहाँ पे 1 डिजिट है, यहाँ पे 2, यहाँ पे 3 डिजिट. सो हमारे पास इक्वल नंबर ऑफ डिजिट्स नहीं है आफ्टर डेसिमल पॉइंट, राइट? सो दिस फ्रैक्शन इज नोन एज अनलाइक फ्रैक्शन. ओके, fractions for unlike decimal, right? So the decimals having the same number of digits after decimal point are called like decimals, and the decimals which don't have the same number of digits, which do not have same number of digits after the decimal point are called unlike decimals. Okay, so this is all about like and unlike decimal. Now there will be one table. I will match the following, right? In your book it is also given, that is you are supposed to solve it by yourself. It is related to expanded and the standard form. On the one side the decimals are given and on the other side the expanded form is given. So you are supposed to match the correct expanded form. Okay? So this is all about this thing. Now let us move to our exercise solving part. So in exercise solving part, is write the decimal fractions as decimal numbers. Write the decimal fractions as decimal numbers. You are supposed to write the decimal fractions as decimal numbers. आपको decimal fractions जो है वो decimal numbers में लिखने हैं. तो आप कैसे लिखोगे? मैंने आपको previous session में भी बताया था. If it is 4/10, 4/10, so you will write as 0.4. Now if it is 47/1000, 47/1000, so here it is 2 digit, here it is 3 zeros, so we will write as 0.047 because यहाँ पे जितने zeros है उतने ही digit यहाँ decimal point के बाद होने चाहिए, right? So we have written as 0.047. Now if it is 256/100, 256/100 is there. यहाँ पे 2 zeros, we have 3 digits. Then how we are going to write? So first count this 2 digit, 5, 6, then put a point and write 2 over here. So your answer is 2.56. We are supposed to write only 2 digit because here it is 2 zeros, right? If it is one more digit added over here, then put it before the decimal. उसको आप decimal से पहले यानी कि whole part में आप उसे रख दो. 2.56. Now if it is 63/100, so 0.63, right? So in this way you are supposed to solve this question, that is write the decimal fractions as decimal numbers. Okay, now the next question is write the decimal numbers as decimal fraction. कि अब आपको ये उल्टा कर देना है कि यहाँ पे हमने decimal fractions को decimal numbers में convert किया था. Now you are supposed to write the decimal numbers into decimal fractions. Right? आपको ये उल्टा कर देना. If the number is 5.8, if the number is 5.8, then how will you write? Here it is said is this only, 1 digit is there. Here after point how many digits? 1 digit, right? अगर यहाँ पे point के बाद 1 digit है तो आप 10 लिखोगे, 2 digit है तो 100 लिखोगे, right? Only 1 digit, so write 58/10. Now if I am writing 0.9, then only 1 digit, so 9/10. Now if it is 0.123, so how many digits? 1, 2 and 3 digit is there, so 123/, how many zeros we will put? 3 zeros, right? Now it is 4.82. 4.82. How many digits? 2 digits. So 482/2 zeros. जितने digit उतने zeros. ठीक है? So in this way you are supposed to solve this question, that write the decimal numbers as decimal fractions. So I hope that you are clear with these two topics, that write the decimal fractions as decimal number, and this one write the decimal numbers as decimal fractions. Okay, now the next question is write the place value colored digit first as a fraction, and then in words. Means यहाँ पे आपको values लिखे गए होंगे. Now here I am writing a value 4.049. 4.049. Now the next is 0.172. Now 8.122. See, I have written only 3. The rest of the things we will write it by yourself. So here I write some of the numbers in blue letter, right? So that are your colored digits. Now you are supposed to write the place value. आपको इसकी place value लिखनी है, तो आपको तो पता है. तो पहले आपको fraction में लिखनी है और उसके बाद आपको words में लिखनी है. तो fraction में क्या आएगी? ये tens की place है, hundreds. This is thousand. So which place is this? This is 100. So 4/100. So this you have written in fraction. Now in words, so that is 4 and hundreds, thousands, that you will write according to ordinal numbers, right? That is THS you will add. Tens, hundreds, thousands. Okay? Now this is the place value of 1000. So 2/1000, 2 thousands. Now here this is the place value. This is tens. First, that is tens. That is 1/10. And in words, 1 tens. 1 tens. Right? So here you can see I have added THS everywhere. And you are also supposed to add this. Okay? So in this way you are supposed to write the place value only. Now for example, this we have seen that after the decimal point we have written the place value. Now if it is say here the colored digit is on the whole part. वो whole part की जगह पर यानी कि 4. So that is your place. In fractions it will not be possible because fractions आप कब लिखते हो? जो decimal के बाद हो तब आप fractions में लिखते हो, right? अब यहाँ पे तो 4 और 6 ऐसे ही है, तो आप कैसे लिखोगे? How you are going to write this? So you will write it as 4. वो तो whole part है. 4 जो है वो हमारा whole part है, right? Now so you will write 40 because this is tens and ones. So 40 and which place it is? It is at the place of tens. So you will write 4 tens. Right? So in this way you will solve this question. First you will write it in fraction and then this if it is whole part, and then you will write it in words. Okay? So this is all about this question. Now let us move to our next question. Now our next question is write the shaded part as a decimal fraction. कि आपको जो shaded part है वो आपको decimal fraction में लिखना है and then as a decimal number, और फिर उसको आपको decimal number में भी लिखना है. यानी कि आपको एक okay. Now, as a part of example, I have drawn some of the boxes over here, and I am going to shade this. Okay. So, students, you can see over here I have done shaded in some of the parts. So, over here I have shaded how many boxes we have? We have 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 boxes. All these boxes are of 10. Right? So, in your fractions, you will write 10. And how many parts is shaded? कितने parts shaded है? 1, 2, 3 and 4. So, it is 4 upon 10 as a decimal fraction. And now a decimal number, that is 0.4. Now how many parts? This we have 10 boxes. So in denominator 10. And how many parts shaded? 2. So 2 and in decimal number 0.2. Now over here how many parts is shaded? That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So 8 by 10 and in decimal 0.8. If the box is given of 100, आपको 100 का बॉक्स दिया गया हो तो भी आपको ऐसे ही करना है. आपको डिनोमिनेटर के प्लेस पे 100 आ जाएगा. ठीक है? So first you will write this fraction part and then you will write the decimal number. Okay? So this is, in this way you are supposed to solve this question. Now the next question which we have is, यहाँ पे हमें शेडेड पार्ट दिया गया था और हमने इसको फ्रैक्शंस और डेसिमल में लिखा. नाउ वी हैव ऑपोजिट थिंग, दैट इज हमें फ्रैक्शन दिया होगा और उसके बाद हमें इसको डेसिमल में भी लिखना है और फिर हमें वो पार्ट को शेड भी करना है. ठीक है? So the numbers which we have, that is 6 upon 10, 9 upon 10, and 5 upon 10. Okay? Now first of all you are supposed to write in decimal number. So we can write 0.6, then 0.9 and 0.5. This we have written in decimal number. Now we have to shade this part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3. Now how will you shade? As you all know, आपने fractions में भी कर लिया है, right? तो shade यहाँ पे कौन सा नंबर है? 6. तो आपको 6 बॉक्सेस में शेडिंग करनी है. ये फर्स्ट, सेकंड, थर्ड, फोर्थ, फिफ्थ एंड सिक्स्थ. 6 बॉक्सेस में शेडिंग हो गई. नाउ हियर द नंबर इज 9. सो हमें 9 बॉक्सेस में शेडिंग करेंगे. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 एंड 9 बॉक्सेस में शेडिंग हो गई. यहाँ पे क्या नंबर है? 5. तो हम 5 बॉक्सेस में शेडिंग करेंगे. 3, 4 एंड 5. राइट? अगर 100 हो तो आपको ये जो नंबर है उतने बॉक्सेस में आपको शेडिंग करनी है. So in this way also you will solve this question. Now comes the question related to like and unlike decimals. have 1.1, 2.54, 1.08, 0.897, 2.305, 4.6, 3.45, 23.4, 0.99, 1.95, 0.7, and the last one is 6.566. So आपको यहाँ पे लाइक फ्रैक्शंस के 3 ग्रुप बनाने हैं, लाइक डेसिमल्स के, सॉरी। तो पहले तो 1 डिजिट वाला ग्रुप बनेगा, सो दैट इज 1.1 कट। और 1 डिजिट वाला कौन सा नंबर है, दैट इज 4.6, सो वी विल राइट 4.6। अब कौन सा नंबर है, देन 0.7। सो ये हमारा बन गया पहला ग्रुप। Now comes second group, that will be the number of two groups, right? Two numbers. So first is 2.54, then comes 1.08. जैसे ही आप नंबर लिखो आप उसे कट कर दो ताकि आपको पता चल जाए कि ये नंबर ऑलरेडी आ गया है। ये तो 3 digit. Now comes 3.45, right? Now comes 23.4, so we forgot to write over here because after decimal we have only one number, so we will write over here. Now 0.99, then 1.95. Okay, now the last group, that is of 3, 0.897, 2.305, 6.566. So we have formed 3 groups of like fractions. Now the next question which we have is change all the numbers, means change all the unlike decimals. आपको unlike decimals दिए गए और आपको वो all the numbers into like decimals में कन्वर्ट करने हैं। आपको सारे नंबर्स जो है वो like decimals में करना। 2.7, then 7.78.56, 34.088, 1.234, then is 5.666, then comes 4.5, 2.09, and the last one is 8.98. Right? अब हमने ये सारे फ्रैक्शंस को लाइक डेसिमल्स में, सारे डेसिमल्स को लाइक डेसिमल्स में कन्वर्ट करना है। कैसे? यानी कि हमें सारे नंबर्स इक्वल चाहिए आफ्टर डेसिमल के। तो यहाँ पे द लार्जेस्ट नंबर विच वी हैव दैट इज 3, तो हमें सारे नंबर्स के पीछे यहाँ पे 2.7 है, राइट? तो अभी कितने हम ऐड करेंगे तो 3 डिजिट हो जाएंगे, 2 डिजिट और ऐड करने पड़ेंगे। तो 7 के बाद 2 डिजिट ऐड कर दो, यानी कि 0 ही ऐड करना पड़ेगा। 2.700, and over here 78.560. This is proper. 34.088, then 1.234, 5.666, 4.5, then 0, add 2.090 and 8.980, right? So in this way you will just have to add the zeros to make like decimals, all the numbers in a like decimal. Okay, so this was all about today's session, and now we are ending up a chapter over here. This is a very short chapter, so in 2 sessions we have completed our chapter. session we have seen like and unlike decimals, and we have solved the exercise also, that how to write the decimal fractions as decimal numbers, and decimal numbers अगर दिए हो तो आप decimal fraction में कैसे लिखोगे. Then we have seen the place value part. Then if the shaded part is given, then we have written that part in a fractional and decimal numbers. Then fractional part is given, and then we have write it in decimal, or we have write it in the shading. And then we have make a group of 3 like fractions, or अगर fractions को like fractions में unlike decimals को like decimals में भी कैसे convert कर सकते हैं by adding 0, that we have seen. So I hope that you have understood everything in this lecture, and as a part of revision I'll give you some of the questions in the description section. So if you know the answer, then you can answer me in the comment section. And still if you have any kind of doubt, first of all go through the video again, यानी कि वीडियो को फिर से देखो, and still if you have any kind of doubt, then you can ask me in the comment section also. Okay, so I hope that you have enjoyed this session. So until we meet again, till then, bye everyone. Thank you, and take good care of yourself.